At this point, it would be surprising to have an award show that doesn't just go off on conservatives or Donald Trump or Christians. This appears to be all Hollywood spends its time thinking about, just how they can hate half their audience and half the country, half of everybody in the world because of, their weird identity politics crap going on. And of course, David Tennant went to the BAFTA Awards, which is like the British Academy Awards. And you know what he did? He did exactly what you'd expect every single time. He just attacked Trump in his speech. It was a boring sort of deal. He gave his little opening creed, and they have to have it a safe space these days. So you can't make fun of anything funny. You can't really hit anything hard, except for, there's one topic you're allowed to hit. And so, of course, he went there immediately. After going off on like some, sort of thing where he was just, naming some of the stars and like virtue signaling how great they were, he went into a rant on the Poor Things movie. Now, if you've not heard of Poor Things, it's an Emma Stone movie in which she like plays some weird like character where like she has the mind of a child, and she ends up getting like, all this weird sexual stuff in it. It's creepy, to say the least. It's a groomer movie, 100%. So naturally, they want to give it all the awards for its stunning and braveness at the end of the day. They are pushing this agenda harder than ever and everything. And how did he tie that to Donald Trump? Well, let's get into the news. My name is John Delarose. I am the editor-in-chief of fandompulse.com, which is where we're getting our news. Make sure to bookmark this website. The link's in the description below. We have a lot of articles with a lot of news, hard-hitting every single day. We are not going to bow to the mainstream media ever, and we appreciate your support. So this is it. David Tennant, of course, is a woke lefty. He always has been. It's sad. Everybody who works for Doctor Who is. You don't get hired in these industries if you're not. We know that there's a policy pretty much around that, whether it's written or not. We see who gets hired. Doctor Who, of course, has gone even crazier off the rails over the last year. If you've watched any of the specials or even heard about them at all, as they're introducing the new Nikudigatwa Doctor and having David Tennant reprise his role in order to try to drum up interest. One, the audience is all tuned out, but number two, it was just like a big transgender fest. They kept lecturing us over and over as the audience about how beautiful of a woman the man wearing a dress was. And of course, they even named that character Rose, just to further throw insult to injury for the classic character of Rose that we love, who was a real woman, of course. Not any longer. And so we know exactly what's going on here. And we had, of course, all the lecturing going on every single time in these these series. But David Tennant, of course, can't help himself as well. Now, he already got into a little bit of a kerfuffle earlier this year because of his wife. His wife was refusing to post pro-Palestine stuff. And so people harassed her over it. So he knows exactly how these woke politics go at this point. But did they ever learn? Never. Even though Georgia Tennant got bullied off of Twitter because she didn't have the, quote, right opinion, now David Tennant is going and blasting Trump once again. So what he said about Poor Things here is he said that Poor Things, where a child brain is put into an adult's body. Like I said, it's a groomer movie. It's absolutely disgusting. And of course, they're cheering it on and trying to give it awards at this sort of thing. And here he goes. This is where he can't help himself. And later this year, one of those may be reelected president. Oh my gosh, here we go. Now, why would you be saying this at a British awards thing? It's this isn't even an American awards, but all they care about is pushing American politics to the left, and it's an agenda everywhere across the world with this global homo sort of situation to try to destroy America. They know that's why they are attacking Donald Trump so hard. They know that, of course, Donald Trump represents a slowdown of their agenda, not even a full stop of it. And so they are trying to make everything go at a breakneck speed so you can never recover the culture, so that your children's minds get warped into these things like Poor Things represents. That's exactly what they're trying to do at the end of the day. David Tennant is, of course, a part of that. He is a huge part of this huge Illuminati group in Hollywood pushing this agenda even further, and it's really sad to watch as it continues down and circling the drain. Okay, leave a comment down below with what you think about this, my friends. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to bookmark fandompulse.com, and we'll be back soon.